Hola, ¿cómo va? Since this year is coming to an end and may already be to an end, or is already come to an end in certain parts of the world and in certain states in the US of A. Um, I guess what I can say is about this year. Well, around this time, a few hours earlier, last year, I was in Africa, in Nigeria to be exact. And for the most part, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being in the motherland, bringing in a new year. Even though I didn't have all the luxuries that I have here, yet I enjoyed it. And now, here I am, back in the US of A, sitting in the comfort of my own place, where I've been staying here for a few years. And I'm grateful for having a roof over my head, clothes on my body, food to eat in my refrigerator, running water, working lights, and access to all the gadgets that I use on a daily basis. I'm grateful for all these things because I know there's people in this world that do not have those things. But I must say that, I must say that it would be better if I was spending this night with a loved one, or particularly a woman. But here I find myself alone. Not lonely, but alone in the US of A. And I think to myself, would it be this way if I was in another country? And I've traveled to other countries. And I will have to say, I don't think so. Because I must say this, after analyzing myself, I've been analyzing myself for a while now through self-reflection, meditation, and just sitting quiet, no noise, no nothing, no distractions. And I come to the conclusion that there is nothing wrong with me. I may not be the prettiest individual, but I'm not hideous. I have great attributes. I'm tall, 6'2" to be exact. I am in great shape. I work out, I jog, I do all the things one can do to stay healthy. I eat healthy. I take vitamins and drink natural juices that I made with my $200 juicer. And I also make use of my George Foreman grill. So I'm a healthy person. I'm an in shape person. I have nice features. I have beautiful eyes, as I'm often told by women. I'm tall. I have a nice complexion. I say all this to say, oh, let me not forget, I'm educated. I have my papers. I have my own place. I have a job. I am intellectual, very well read. I read all the time. I'm black conscious. I love myself. I'm a black nationalist, Afrocentric. Uh, I am creative. I am well traveled. So, as again, I say all this to say that there's nothing wrong with me, and being that I have all these qualities, there's no reason why I should be alone. And it's not that I'm putting my standards all the way up here unrealistically, but I have things to offer a woman. And I know that given the things I have to offer, I should have a woman that is bringing the same thing to the table. Meaning, meaning that I don't have to have a supermodel, but I should have a model that looks. I mean, not a model. I should have a woman that looks decent. Has good to average looks at the most, at the minimum. Um, a woman that's in shape because I'm in shape. A woman that's healthy, eats healthy, has a healthy lifestyle. A woman that is smart, intelligent, educated, like myself, that has things that I have, and I'm still working. I'm still trying to become a better person day by day. But I find myself here alone. And so I have to say that it has to be, and I put myself out there. I put myself out there. I talk to women. I try to interact with women. I've used sites and give my number out, this and that and the other. But I still find that I'm not getting the results that I want. And I'm not getting any um, positive feedback. And so, after thinking about all that, I come to the conclusion that it is American women that may be the problem. Because there's somebody for everybody. I see handicaps with women. I see mentally retard. I don't like to use the word term, but I can't think of another word term right now. Mental retards with women. I see overweight men with women, fat, skinny, all types of men with women. So there's somebody for everyone. But I have to think that it's the American woman's problem. It's a problem with American women. And recently I've been watching videos on guys that vouch on basically what I'm saying. That it is an American woman problem. And upon clicking on these videos on YouTube, I see all these other videos in the suggestion box about guys talking and saying that American women are bad, are are very difficult, have all these unrealistic high standards, have all this whole big ass list of what they want from a man, but they ain't really bringing nothing to the table except for their sex and their body, and that gets old. And so, um, as this year comes to an end here in California, And where I was at last year around this time, it is already a new year. I'm going to start. I'm going to make some changes. You know, I've been working on myself constantly. This is not nothing new. So there's no New Year's resolution for me, because I've been constantly working on bettering myself. I mean, I'm reading books like this. You know, I don't know if you can see it, but it is a book written by Russell Simmons called Do You. I've been reading all these self-help books, you know, books like this, you know, you see the lighting. I don't know if I know my lighting's not the best, but this is Tai Chi. You see, getting your Chi. You know, I've been reading all these self-help books to help me better myself, and so this is nothing new. I'm constantly trying to improve, but I think for the next year coming up, I'm going to do more. I'm going to take more action, and in particular, I'm going to be traveling more, and I'm going to be saving my money up so that maybe I can live and stay longer in some of these places that I travel to, because I just think it's better opportunities abroad. I mean, it's opportunities here, but I just think it's opportunities abroad. It's a better way of living. The women are better. They treat you better. They're humble. And they're beautiful women, but they're humble. And that's what you don't get here. You get beautiful women here, but they're stuck up like shit. They act like they don't go to the toilet. They're just too good to talk to you. You know, they're very materialistic. You know, it's crazy, man. And I particularly want to deal with my woman, the black woman. And this is I was thinking one day, and I was in my thoughts, as I constantly am, and it suddenly hit me that when it comes to black men and women, I come to the realization that non-black women are not stuck up to black men, but are prejudiced. And black women are stuck up. Why? Why do I say that? Because it's not a stuck up thing with women of other non-black women. It's a thing of, I just don't like black men. I don't like black men. And the ones that black men do get are usually the leftovers from those races, meaning the ones that those men of those races don't want. And so their thing, because you can have, you can't, it's got to be a color thing, right? Because we as a black people, we have everything that you can get in other races as far as looks and features and things like that. Meaning that if you want a black man that looks, if you want to see a black man that looks European, we have that. We have black men with pointy European noses, European features. If you want a black man that looks like an Asian, we have that. I've been told that I have Asian slanted eyes. If you want a black man that looks Indian, whatever you want, there's a black man that has those features from that race. And also, there's black men that act like they're from that race. But yet, these women of other races say they don't want them. So that means it has to be a colored thing. Okay? And black women, in terms of black women, it's not a color thing because they're black too. It's a stuck up thing with them. They just feel like the good looking black women, the dime pieces as they call them, just feel like they just too good. And so that's why I'm going to travel more, and I'm going to experience life with some of these, with beautiful sisters. I'm not giving up on my black women, but there's black women all over this world. In South America, of course, in the motherland, in Asia, in Europe, and they just have a better personality. They're humble. They have their culture. I mean, I was in Africa, Nigeria, and the sisters was bowing to the man. Not as a, like, make themselves like feel like they, are slaves or something like that, but it's the respect. It's the culture. It's the culture. If you're a man worth respect, not just anybody, but a man worth respect, meaning that you handle your business, you may be successful. Women bow to you as a culture, as the culture to show respect. And they're just humble. They know how to treat you. They cook for you. They want to be around you. They you know what I'm saying? It's not this. They're approachable. You can approach them. It's not like out here if you approach a woman, she just treats you like you got a damn disease or something. I mean, it's crazy. Because if I was out there, I guarantee you, I would not be alone tonight. I would not be alone tonight if I was out there living in any other of these countries I've been to. So, like I said, for this new year, I'm going to do more traveling. I'm going to take more action. I'm going to stop procrastinating, even though I don't procrastinate a lot. But there's certain things that I've been telling myself that I need to do, and I need to just start doing it. Because time is ticking, and I don't have no more time to waste. These years are going by like this. And so I have to start taking more action in my life and doing things now. Not later, but now. So, this is all I have to say. I don't know what the topic of this video is. But I do, it's been on my mind to talk about the women of America. And I would suggest all you guys out there that watch this video, if you can, get your passport and whatever country you decide to go to. Some countries don't need a visa, but the ones that you do, get your visa. If you want to go to Brazil, you need a visa. You want to go to Colombia, like I just came from, you don't need a visa. You just need a passport. But I'm telling you, oh man, I had so much. I mean, can you imagine a place where you have 24-hour access to beautiful, humble women? I mean, that's Colombia for you, man. And this beautiful culture, nice sightseeing, has its slums, just like every place has its slums. America has many slums called the ghetto, but the nice parts are nice, so men, brothers particular, get your passport, man, because the stuff we putting up with here, we ain't got to put up with if we go to other places. Yes, you got to deal with certain type of racism, but out of all the places I've been to, America is #1 in terms of racism, because not only is the system racist, but people that come here and adopt the Western mentality and the European way of thinking also assimilate and become what they feel like they have to be like in order to be prosperous in this country. And you just don't get that when you go to other places. You know what I mean? It's this, like I said, this America has to be the most racist place on the earth. And I will say that as a man that has traveled around and seen. See, I'm not speaking from the perspective of someone just, that's just reading books and saying, oh, this is how I feel. I'm speaking from a person that's lived here for all my life, and who has also traveled to other places, and I can compare and contrast from living here and going to other places on what I've seen. And this is what I come. This is my um, analysis on the situation. You know, so that's basically all I had to say. And subscribe. You know, I left my information. I'm going to have my information down there in the box. You know, under the box where you put all your information at. So subscribe to my channel. I'm also an artist. And yeah, peace.